Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer live pop-up video, and today we have just a random selection of royal news. To be honest, today I thought it was almost going to be an almost non-engagement day in terms of the royal family. They have been fairly quiet over the past 4 days, over the week, over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's now Tuesday. There haven't been that many engagements, but just before I went on live, I checked Clarence House, and sure enough, the Prince of Wales and Duchess of Cornwall have not let us down. They have indeed been out. So I'm going to start with that story first. So I don't know if you remember, but a while ago, let me just adjust the camera slightly. A while ago, there was a massive new Royal Naval ship called Queen Elizabeth, otherwise known as Queen Lizzie, and it was a massive Royal Naval ship. So that was the first of its category. But no sooner than had they launched this new ship, a second sister ship was in development to be known as the Prince of Wales. So it's basically a sister ship, same size, same tonnage, and it is a huge ship. So Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, is actually classed as a royal sponsor. So the royal sponsor, it dates back a while. It's just thought to bring good luck and protection to a ship to have a royal sponsor. So the royal sponsor is Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall. So I'll just read a little bit about what's gone on today. So the Duchess of Cornwall, accompanied by the Prince of Wales, who is Admiral of the Fleet, today attended the official commissioning ceremony of HMS the Prince of Wales in Portsmouth. The ceremony is the ship's acceptance into the Royal Naval Fleet, so it is a very important ceremony. The Duchess is the ship's sponsor, as I just said, following a naval tradition that is thought to bring good luck and protection to the vessel. Their Royal Highnesses previously attended the naming ceremony of the Prince of Wales in Fife, Scotland. So that was the naming ceremony. When the ship was almost complete in 2016, the Prince gave the order for the final section of the vessel to be lowered in place. HMS Prince of Wales is the second of the Royal Naval's two new aircraft carriers and is the sister ship, as I just said, of Queen Elizabeth. The Prince of Wales was also today honoured by the Royal Navy with the title of Honorary Commodore-in-Chief of the and that is because the aircraft carriers to mark the commissioning of the second new aircraft. So there we go, a new title for Charles. The Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall inspected the front and rear ranks of the Royal Naval Guard, which is made up of the ship's company. The white ensign with the Union Jack was hoisted to mark the ship's acceptance into the fleet. Camilla, then, the Duchess of Cornwall, gave a speech, and part of that speech said, "Wherever in the world HMS Prince of Wales is sent, may she acquit herself with honour and return safely home," which I think was a very good message. So following the commissioning ceremony in Portsmouth, the commanding officer's wife and the youngest member of the ship's company cut the commissioning cake made by the Royal Navy chiefs. Now I know a lot of you always laugh that wherever Camilla is, there seems to be a cake cutting. Either she's cutting it or someone else is. Hey, maybe she just loves cake. I would love that wherever I went, there was a cake too. So then they met members of the ship's company, and eventually she got to meet Bear Grylls, who holds honorary ranks in the Royal Naval Reserve and Royal Marines Reserve. So it just looked like a really good ceremony. So I will bring you a video specifically on that tomorrow, because like I say, that just appeared about an hour ago, so I've not had a chance to make a full video on that, but I thought we would speak about it. Right, let's just go to the chat room. I can see lots of people messaging about cake now, so let me just log on to that so I can see what you are all saying. Hello to everyone who is in the live chat. Which tiara am I wearing today? It is the lotus flower tiara today. Not sure if you can quite see, but it is very sparkly. Let me just see if I can just... I don't want to move the light and then it completely go off. Is that better? I don't know. Anyway, it's really, really sparkling. There we go. Hello to everyone who has made it. H.A. Bracken says, I knew that cake was involved. Indeed. Indeed it was. Right, so now I'm going to move on to my next story, and I am going to have to share a link for this one because there are photos. So I'm going to share the link again. Oh, hang on a minute. What am I doing? Why is it posting as... who's it posting as? Sorry, I'm just looking because I keep flicking accounts between Royal Reviewer and my second channel, Elliot's British Life. Go subscribe. I don't know if it's posting as me or as Elliot's British Life. What is it doing? Oh no! Am I actually going live on Elliot's British Life and not Royal Reviewer? Uh-oh. Have I made a big mistake? I think I have. Oh no, what am I doing? Or have I logged on? Oh, right, okay, I figured out what it is. On my laptop, I'm logged in as Elliot's British Life, and on my phone, I'm on as Royal Reviewer. So, I'm probably posting... I need to change accounts. That's what I need to do. Right, okay. Bear with me while I log out. You see, it's so confusing having two channels. I know. So what I need to do now, there we go. Right. Okay. Hey, there we go. I'm posting on the right one. So, right, I'm going to share the link. Now that we've resolved that issue and I know where I am, we are going to share the link and you can look at the pictures or not. It's entirely up to you. So, this is of the Queen. The article makes a big fuss about the Queen's hair. I mean, we all know the Queen's hair, you know, is always impeccable. But she was seen out horse riding in Windsor on Monday morning, and then she made the journey to Buckingham Palace to start her working week. So we see a few photographs of the Queen on horseback. They're quite grainy, so nothing much of note. But by the time that she is seen in the car, returning to Buckingham Palace in the afternoon, she has perfectly beautiful hair, as we know the Queen always does. She's wearing her darkened glasses, her hair is perfect, and really there's not much to see in the photographs, but the one thing that is to note is that perhaps the Queen is spending a little bit extra time in Windsor over the weekends, because she was seen leaving Buckingham Palace on Thursday, and it's not until the Monday afternoon that she returned. I think it always used to be Friday that she used to go to Windsor, so now sort of Thursdays. So she's having an extended break at Windsor, which I think everyone can agree is probably a really, really, really good thing for the Queen, and she's looking so well on it. When you scroll through the photos, she really is looking, she's looking good. She does not look 93 at all. She is sprightly and just amazing. She really, really is amazing and an asset to the royal family. Let me just scooch up a little bit on the comments and see what people are saying. Okay, there we go. Lots of people were commenting on which account I was on. When does the Queen's Christmas break start? Let me check the actual date, because she went on the same date the last few years. So, I will get the date. Bear with me a moment. It's coming up. Sorry, it's quite slow for me to find it. Oh no, hang on. Here we go. It should be round about the 20th of December. So in 2018, it was the 20th of December, and I believe that this year will be the same. And I think 2017 was the same as well, because I remember thinking it was the exact same day. So round about the 20th of December should be the time when the Queen goes to Sandringham to start her break. Sharon Welsh says, I'm in awe with the Queen, 93 and still going. She does more than I do and you're only 50. The Queen is a goddess. Yes, Pam G, the Queen is a timeless goddess. Right, I'm going to move on to the next part of what I want to talk about today. So, as we know, it's nearly Christmas. And we all know what the Queen does on Christmas Day, which I have done myself for the past 3 years, and it's not easy. And that is delivering a Christmas speech, a Christmas message, which is pre-recorded and then obviously broadcast on Christmas Day. So the first one was in 1932, and it was started by the Queen's grandfather, King George V. But his actual speech was not written by himself. It was actually written and composed by Rudyard Kipling, the author, can you believe it? And included the words, I speak now from my home and from my heart to you all. I think I need to include those words in my speech. I've already written my speech, but I think I may need to update it to include those words because, hey, it's delivered from my home. So I think that's really, really pertinent. 25 years later, in 1957, our Queen, a young Queen, broadcast the first televised Christmas message. So the Queen was the one to deliver the first one on TV, and was delivered from the Long Library at Sandringham in Norfolk. And there is actually a video been recently put up, where you can watch the video in full. Let me see if I can just share that link with you. I will pop these links in if you're watching on Catch Up as well. So let me just get that link and I will share it in the chat room with you all so you can watch the very, 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 very first Christmas broadcast. LD Poodle says, new and improved home. Yes, it is. Thank you to Barbara as well. So there we go. I want to finish up and conclude today's chat because, like I say, there hasn't been that much royal news. The only other things to even, I don't even want to go into them. It's just little small gossipy type stories which I don't really want to go into. So there hasn't been that much royal news. So I'm just kind of updating you on what we can talk about. There has been a new Sussex Royal Instagram post, and this is to shine a spotlight on the Endeavour Fund. So let me see if I can copy the post as well. I think I can copy a link. There we go. So I will share a link to the post. So if you're not on Instagram, I do think that you can still see it, I think. So they say, today we are taking a look back at the amazing work done by the Endeavour Fund, an organisation created by the Duke of Sussex to support the armed forces community. His Royal Highness was motivated by the ambitions of wounded, injured and sick service personnel and veterans across the UK who wanted to use sport and adventurous activity as part of their recovery, and what they chose to take on is extraordinary. These men and women break global records and set goals for those around the world, non-disabled and disabled alike, including the first amputee to cross Greenland unsupported, the first triple amputee to qualify as a rescue diver, the fastest unsupported rowing time across the Atlantic, and so many more. The endeavours they take on are inspirational but also have a tremendous impact on their physical, emotional and social recovery, as well as a lasting effect on the family and community around them. Since launching in 2012, the Endeavour Fund has supported nearly 6,000 wounded and injured service personnel, sorry, they abbreviated it there, in sport and adventure challenges. As the Duke said, the magic of the Endeavour Fund is that it enables those who have had life-changing injuries in their prime, many of who have felt defeated, to use the power of sport to find a new purpose, the renewed self-belief we see in everyone who participates, and how this transforms their lives and the lives of those around them is overwhelming. Beyond that, each man or woman who participates uses their endeavour as an opportunity to raise funds for another serviceman or woman who needs the same support. It's a powerful and meaningful process that I am so proud to be a part of. And in 2019 alone, 17 grants were submitted, benefiting nearly 1,000 and over 200 families and friends. 198 qualifications were gained, and more than 80 are back in the workforce, feeling fulfilled and with a renewed sense of purpose. So there we go, shining a spotlight on the Endeavour Fund. Hello to everyone who's just made it. Sharon Welsh says, I think the Queen puts her input into the speeches, but gets help with the whole speech. I think she kind of helps with the theme. And I know from writing my own Christmas speeches that it's always good to start, the format is pick a theme. And I know what theme I think is the right theme for the year. Maybe I may be in sync with the Queen again. The Queen and I were in sync last year. We both were on a similar thread with our themes. And then you always see if you can link that theme to something biblical around the Christmas story. So that's what I do. I kind of pick a theme, link it to something that ties in with the biblical Christmas story, and then you go for it, and then you kind of link it to all things that have happened in the year, personally, professionally, with the royal family, in the world, topics, themes that are important, and then you write a speech, and then it just comes out. So yes, I think the Queen will have some help, but I think that the main themes will come from her. Oh, yes, we also had confirmation that I think Prince Andrew is going to attend the Christmas church service at Sandringham. So he probably will walk like they normally do. And hey, that will be the first time I think that we will see him with the family since everything's happened. Vanilla Flare Productions says, I'm wishing for the Queen to meet the new Emperor of Japan. Well, for that to happen, he would have to come here, because the Queen no longer does long-haul overseas travel. Rin, it is the scroll or papyrus tiara today. Right, okay, that's it for today. A quick chat, a quick meander through not much royal news, I have to say. So hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with a bit more news, and I will bring you a proper video on Charles and Camilla with the Prince of Wales commissioning of the ship. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and also do hit that bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. Also, please do subscribe to this channel and subscribe to my other channel, Elliot's British Life, because I do occasionally go on there, do pop-up videos. I post a weekly vlog, if you don't know. If you don't know, I do share elements of my life on my weekly blog, vlog, whatever you want to call it. So do go and subscribe over to there. I also have Royal Reviewer on Instagram, and I also have Elliot and Matt. It's Elliot_and_Matt on Instagram too. So do go and follow on there. So from me in Shropshire, mwah, to you all, and goodbye.